Hey everybody, hope you're all having a great day. Today we got something pretty special. It's really cool. We're going to do an unboxing and then I'll show you what's in this box. I just got this today and can't wait to get into it. Got my little Benchmade mini freak here. Anytime I show this knife, I want to thank Jack for sending this to me. A subscriber sent me this and I use this thing all the time. So let's get this box cut open and see what we got in it. Got a piece of tape down the side, piece of tape on the front, and then a piece of tape on the other side right here. And then let's see, I did order some more stuff, so there is a few more items in here that I actually ordered, but the big thing is this right here. And if y'all seen the title of the video, you know what this is, and this will be your first look at this light. It is the Malkoff MDC Bodyguard. This is their brand new light. You know, there's very few people have one of these. As of right now, I think there's only 3 people that have one of these lights. And here's what it looks like. I love the way this body's made. This is a totally new body. I talked to Gene Malkoff about this, and I guess we gonna call it like the stacked donut texture. I think that's what his wife referred to it as, but it does give you a really good grip on this flashlight. That's the first thing I noticed when I take this out of the box. And then there's also this ring right here around it that helps you lock into your hand. It really locks into your fingers here. That's the second thing I noticed. And then one of the other things that stick out is it's not a shrouded tail cap. The Bodyguard is actually mainly for tactical and law enforcement use. That's what he designed it for. And Malkoff sent me this to test and review. And I really want to say thank you to Gene Malkoff for sending me this. I greatly appreciate it. I will test this light and review it and do a full review on it. Once I get done testing it, I'll do videos of me reviewing it and stuff like that. So I'm not going to give you all the specs. This is just an initial first look at the light because I know a lot of people have been anticipating this coming out, and this is going to be your first time seeing it, I'm sure. I think he already has these on his website, but this will probably be the first time of you seeing one live in someone's hand. So I do have my little MDC here that I can compare it to. So when I show you the tail cap shrouded, you can see that the MDC here is kind of sank in, and it has that shroud around it to stop you from, like, I guess, accidentally hitting the tail cap. Well, this is more tactical use, so this shroud can you really have to press into it. This makes it a little easier to get to that tail cap switch, and a little bit easier to manipulate it, which is a good thing in tactical use. You don't want to have to accidentally miss it or something like that. So you can really get to this a lot easier. It does have the same style pocket clip as the MDC, but as you can see what I was talking about the body, if there was one complaint about a Malkoff product, and this is a very minor complaint because I've been using Malkoff for years and years, so I don't have a big complaint about it, but this can be a little slick. He has totally fixed that with this. This right here is very grippy. I mean, it is so nice. I really like the texture on this body. I'm so glad he did that. When he contacted me and was asking me about reviewing this light for him and, you know, kind of bringing this to the world, and I was super excited about getting that opportunity. The one thing I was hoping for in this light was more texture right here, especially since it was a tactical light. And they did this, and that is awesome. To me, that's one of the big improvements on this light. Not saying these are bad. I've carried these lights for a long time. I've used these lights for a long time. And for EDC, they're great. But if you're using a tactical light, you want a little bit more grip to it. And to me, that's almost perfect right here. I mean, seriously, the way that grip is, I'm not sure I would change a single thing about the body on this light right now. I really like it. And then, like I said, you have this ring right here that helps lock it in your hand, and that also helps lock it in. You can see here the reflector on this, And like I said, I'm not going to give you all the specs and everything. I just want to give you an overview. I will tell you the lumens. I do have the paper here, so I'm going to look at the lumens. This will take a 1 CR123 or a 16340 rechargeable. So on a CR123, it is 450 lumens for the initial burst. And you see that just drowned out the camera. And then it drops down to 375 lumens for 10 seconds. And after that 10 seconds, it drops down to 150 lumens. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into the review and stuff, but this is a tactical light. That initial, burst, for tactical use will blind your assailant or whoever it may be. 375 lumens was still enough lumens to kind of disorient them, and then you can decide what you need to do in that situation. And if it's a non-threat or a non-lethal situation, the 150 lumens will allow you to control the individual or do whatever you need to do, and it will also reserve the battery. So if you run the IMR 16340, which he also sent me right here, as you can see, it is 600 lumens. This already had a CR123 in it, so that's why it was working like it was. And then he also sent me a 16340 to test in this light as well. So it's 600 lumens for the initial burst, and then it's 550 lumens for 10 seconds after that. So you get your initial burst, then you'll see it drop 50 lumens. That's not a lot of lumens to drop. And then after 10 seconds, it drops to 150 lumens. So you get that initial 600 lumen burst, then it drops down to 550. So you got that burst to disorient them. Then it drops down to 550, which is still way enough to blind or, disorient an assailant or an attacker or whoever it may be. And that stays on for 10 seconds. 10 seconds is way more than enough time to decide whether or not it is a lethal threat or a non-lethal threat. And at that point in time, you can decide whatever you need to do to deal with that situation. Then after that, if it is a non-lethal threat, the 150 lumens is enough to brighten everything up to whereas you can control that individual and still see around you, and it preserves the battery life in this flashlight, which is why he did it. I think that is a great idea and a great philosophy that he has put into this light, and I can't wait to test this light, seriously. It is built on the same quality as all Malkoff products. It's fully potted. It can take recoil and everything like that. So I just love this little light. First impressions, I really like it. The body of this light is perfect. There is no slipping on this. And like I said, if there's one complaint, you can see my hands will slide down this one. It will not slide down this one. I am pushing, and as long as you grip this tight, you've got it in your hand. It ain't going nowhere. Like I said, I just wanted to bring this light to the world and let everyone see it for the first time in someone's hand, so you can see how it fits in your hand. You can see here, it is essentially the same size as the MDC. The MDC might be just a tad taller because of the shrouded tail cap, but everything else is pretty much identical. The body may be just a little bit thinner where they've milled out some of this, but that's only because of the milling. Other than that, it is essentially the same size as the MDC. So I know a lot of you are going to be familiar with the little MDC, the normal MDCs, and this is essentially the same identical size. But I do want to show you this light and everything on it so that you all get a chance to see it live and in person. Well, live and in person on YouTube, I guess, as live as you can get it on YouTube. So there'll be a full review of this to come. I will test this light for the next week or two and put it through its paces, and then I can come back and give you all a full review of it. That's all you're going to get on this video, though. So here's one more look at it. I can't tell you how excited I am to actually get to review this light and be one of the first people to actually get it in my hands. I'm just so excited, and I really like the functionality of this and the tactical use, and I just couldn't be more excited. I will go ahead and show you the other items that I got, though. So the other items I got, I guess I shouldn't have showed you this first, but it'll work out the same way. This is actually a tool to remove the inside bezel on a light. And then the other piece, I guess I probably should have showed you first to show you what the tool's for, is actually the crenulated bezel. So this may be getting a crenulated bezel before it's all over with. I will put this on something, and it may be this, but you know, this just kind of sits down in there like so, and it has the cutout for the 3 grooves in the bezel. It just fits down in there, and then you can unscrew it and put this on. I can show you how to do that in another video. I just wanted to show you what all come with it, that I actually ordered these. Hope y'all like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you really like this light. I think he might have a few of these for sale on his website. It's very limited to how many of these he's got for sale right now, but I do believe I've seen a few of these for sale. So if you want one, you better hurry because there's not many. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. Again, thank you, Malkoff, for sending me this for testing. I really, really appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you next time.